do nothing that I wouldn't do. Cause we all a bit and slipping is something that we don't do. So tripping my doctors gon' pay on you. You better have a bitch on you. Instead I suggest you just keep it boo. Hey, walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club with a chopstick. Chopper is matching my outfit. Don't disrespect me, I shoot quick. Don't disrespect me, I shoot quick. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club with a chopper. Walk in the club. Walk in the club with a chopper. Flavor dripping. She wants the Dennis Roman, but I'm Scotty Pippen. I like robotic bitches. I make assembly lines, all exotic bitches. I got erotic bitches. She put the soul out you for them double digits. All she want is my dripping. Hating niggas looking up to me, fucking me. Sauce on my clothes. Sauce on my heart. Sauce on my toes. Sauce on below. Sauce on my clothes. Sauce on my hoe. Sauce on my toes. Sauce overload. I'm dripping flavor, baby. I got a chopper on me. I'm dripping crazy, baby. I put the water on me like the Navy, baby. I know the favor save me. I got two partners doing 40, that's a 8. I wasn't supposed to make it. So when I made it to the top, they supposed to hate me. Fuck all that little nigga. I came in with killers and drugs. Like the mud, nigga. I'm on my window with no hugs, nigga. Something my life and I got rich. Now everybody can see the picture. I feel in my first backwood, and I no longer fuck with switches. If my bitch choose another nigga, she can never come back. I don't fuck with switches. If you put a nigga all in the south and that bust in his back, we gon' fucking kill him. I never open is ready for war. They know till they come, it's all down feel. But I give my life for my mans, nigga. I'm so fucking.
What up? Gotta go to work today. Yeah. What's wrong? Right? Sure.
Sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload, sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload, sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload, sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload, sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload, sauce on my clothes, sauce on my hoe, sauce on my toes, sauce overload.
How's school?
Good.
So, when you go in the house, when you get on your PlayStation, I need you to disconnect from the Wi-Fi. Disconnect the PlayStation. You know how to do that? And reconnect to the same one, except at the end it say 5G.
Okay.
So 0333 5G.
Okay.
You
It's the same one?
Same password. It's the same one, but the same password.
Yeah, that's what the school has too, because like.
Well, that's what I need you to do when you get here. Just do that. I was gonna do it, but I went to sleep. I was tired. PlayStation, I believe. ain't got the oil change today too. What's 6 rings up?